right, we ain't here. We ain't here. We ain't here. Let me check the audio real quick. Make sure I can hear y'all, and then we're gonna jump into the intro real quick. One time for the one time. Damn, it's still starting up the stream, bro. Real tough, like. All right. So, Jay, talk real quick.
Yo.
All right, bet. Pry. You got to turn on your share audio on your party because we can hear you. Yo, what's good, John? What's good, Bo? What's good with it? We just trying to get the audio and everything fixed, set up, so that way y'all can hear Pry's voice. You guys just heard Jay, so Jay's in here. But hey, welcome to Crooks Corner. You click on, just go to the party, go to the group, and then you'll go to the three dots, and then it should pop up share party audio or voice chat settings. Yeah. Share your voice. Yeah.
Alright, it should be good now. They should be able to hear me now.
Alright. Yeah, they can hear you. Alright. What's good, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of Crooks' Corner. Hope y'all are doing good. Hope y'all safe. And as I said, this is the first episode of it. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a cool ass minute, but I never really had really the layout or the idea of really what I wanted to do with it. We're gonna be doing a couple of interviews today, and my guess, y'all already, if y'all don't know who both of these guys are, no joke, I don't know where y'all been. These guys are some of the hardest working content creators in the MMA community, obviously. So the first person we have in the building, we got he's a really, really close friend of mine. It's crazy how close we really got. I think we've only known each other maybe a year and a half, maybe at the most, but very, very good UFC 4 content creator, as well as a fucking boxing almost aficionado with how well he breaks down fights and how well he just sees things now. We got JMMA in the house.
What's good with y'all? What's good?
Yep, we got his low ass voice. You know what I'm saying? Got Jay's low ass voice in here.
All right.
So that's the first guest. Now the second guest, if y'all don't know who this man is by now, I question whether you're really deep in this community. If you even watch UFC 4 content, literally, if you've ever watched UFC 4 content, he's one of my really, really good friends, one of my really good boys. The reason why I'm one of the realest, like the biggest reasons why I'm actually doing content creation, I believe he just hit 80,000 subs as well, which is crazy.
Yes,
UFC 3, ESFL, Xbox champion, and of course, just all around fucking amazing guy, Pryoxis.
Yo, what's good, everybody?
Yeah. We in here. We in there. We got two of the best content creators in the whole motherfucking UFC 4 world in the chat today. So, yo, what's good, John? What's good, Bo? What's good, Mangus? What's good, Becca? What's up, King Chris? All right, let me post up number one that we're live real quick before we get popping into these questions, because we got some hard-hitting ass questions for y'all today, and we got a lot to talk about. No cap. So hold up, let me post up that. Let me set the game real quick. Number one, got to do that, and then we gonna post up that we live, and then we gonna get it popping. So it's been good with y'all. How's y'all days been, Jay? What's up with you?
Jay is chilling, can't complain. Eat good, feel good,
Yeah. Jay was sitting on his counter. He almost didn't make it today because he was sitting at his counter eating and forgot that we was gonna do the whole motherfucking podcast, bro. The nerve.
The disrespect.
Yeah, bro, acting like it ain't important to him. He like, oh, I could just miss it. It's alright. But then this motherfucker would have hit me up after and been like, hey, dog, why didn't you call me, bro? Why didn't you call me? He would have called. He would have hit me up. Hey, bro, when was we supposed to do that interview again?
Like, bruh.
Like, nigga, if you would have read the text messages in the chat, we wouldn't have had this problem. All right, we good on that. We good on that. Why is his voice so low? You talking about Jay's? Jay just has a low voice. Period. It's just like that. Talks to females like that too. He be talking to them real low.
Nah,
real low,
that's
like
crazy.
Jay be talking to him real low. Hey, you gonna let me take you out to dinner one time or what? Yo, what's good, Dominator? What's popping with you, bro? Yeah, I appreciate it. Welcome back to the stream too, bro. I'm just posting up that we live and then we getting it popping. Probably, how's your day going, bro? Since I asked Jay.
I mean, nothing too major. I mean, hit up the gym. I ain't ate nothing. I'm starving, but I'm here and stressing about this damn monitor.
What kind of monitor you got, bro?
It's some Samsung one, bro. I mean, I got it together, but these settings is just confusing the hell out of me, honestly.
That's real tough. That's real tough, bro. All right, we got it posted up. Alright, of course I gotta post in Prize Discord. Let people know. Jay, when you gonna start your own Discord, bro?
I've been having my Discord for like a year now.
Bro, why ain't I get invited? Damn, this nigga over here just don't invite me nothing, bro. Alright, Jay.
I thought I did. I'm gonna send it. I got you.
Alright, Jay. Nah, don't do it now because you feel pressured. Cause people in here, dog. Don't do that. Don't do that. Alright, we almost ready. We almost done. Just posting up on Twitter real quick, guys, and then we're good to go. Alright. We good. Alright. Shout out to everybody that's in here. Appreciate you guys. Let's get it popping. What's good, Dave? What's good? Alright, so we got some questions for y'all. And then after I'm done asking my questions, when we're done with the questions, we're going to open it up to the chat. We're going to do about 2 or 3 Q&As with y'all. So you guys are going to get to ask questions at the end of the interview. And then Pry and Jay will answer them. We'll let them elaborate on their answers a little bit. So we're going to be in for a little bit. So make sure y'all got y'all popcorn. Y'all got y'all food ready. Don't be like Pry. Don't be starving. And be trying to answering questions, dog. Because that's not what we doing. You feel me? We're going to be here for a little bit. So make sure y'all got y'all drinks. And don't go and use the bathroom without hitting the like button either. You smell me? You smell me? But alright. Let's get to it. What up, Ozzy? Alright, so first question I got. We're going to go Jay first. Then we're going to go Pryoxis. Is what is the origin of your guys' name? How did you guys come up with your guys' names? I feel like this question is asked to myself a lot, so I want to hear y'all stories on how y'all came up with JMMA and Pryoxis. So we'll go with Jay first.
Basically, my nickname is Jay. I actually like boxing a little bit better, but J boxing, that shit just don't roll off the tongue right. So I just went with JMMA. It's pretty simple, to be honest.
So did you think about going with J boxing?
Nah, I did, but JMMA just sounded better. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I was playing UFC 4 at the time too. Well, I still am, but I was playing UFC 4 too. So I was like, JMMA sounds a little bit better.
Yeah, I feel it. It rolls off the tongue a little bit easier. I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like, and boxing is part of MMA too. You feel me? So it kind of covers a broader range. You know what I mean? So that works. But all right, Pry, how'd you I probably bet you get this question. I don't even know. I've never seen anybody ask you how you came up with Pryoxis. But
Oh no,
how'd you come up with Pryoxis?
I get that question. I mean, it's not a crazy amount how much I get that question, but I get it a decent amount. And basically, so back in, let's just say, actual timeline, probably about 2012, 2013, like 10 years ago. Getting old out here.
Yeah,
And basically, when I was playing Gears of War, it was like popular to have like one word gamer tag. So let's just use Crooks for example. So they would take the word crooks and at the end of the word they would put like IES or INGS. Like that was like real popular. So it'd be like crookies, and it sounds a little sus, but it's like crookies or crookings, and that was like OG gamer tags back then for the Gears of War community. And again, me being me, I didn't want to be following everyone's wave doing that, so I just thought to make up my own gamer tag, and I came up with the Pride, and this was all in the day. Came up with the Pride, and the Ox, and then it is. And what's funny is if you actually look up an account, it was me and my friend, because when I came up with Pryoxis, he did Vyoxis. If you look up Vyoxis, it's actually a gamer tag. VYOXIS.
Bruh. How like did you just come up with it off the dome, bro? Like that's a very like unique name, bro. Like Pryoxis, like that's not something that you hear. Like with me with Crooks, for those of you guys that don't know, like with Crooks, it came off of Crooks and Castles. You know what I mean? I was wearing a Crooks and Castles hoodie when I came up with Crooks, and then I just slapped my area code on the end of it. You know what I mean? And that's just the way it goes. So, like nothing in like you didn't come up with Pryoxis like based off of anything. You just came up with it in your mind.
Yeah, pretty much. Right off the head. Surprisingly, but I really don't even know how I did it, but I did it.
Damn, hey, it works out, bro. You became one of the most popular, and you are probably you're rivaling with Marshall right now for being the most popular UFC 4 content creator. So apparently everybody loves it, bro. So good job on your part. You smell me?
Feel you 100%. Appreciate that, my boy.
Yes, sir. Yo, what up, Rogue? How you doing? Yeah, see, Bo didn't know that. Now you know, Bo. That's how he came up with Pryoxis. Probably was over there playing Gears of War, just thinking. Probably eating a shit ton of food too, being like, "Oh damn, Pryoxis."
I was at that time I was like 163 now, but I was like 140 something, 150.
Damn.
So I was like a stick.
Bro, that's pretty small. I'm small, bro, but I ain't that small.
Exactly.
Facts. Hey, we got you putting on them muscle. You making them gains. What's up, KO King? All right. So the next question I got for you guys is, what got you guys into MMA? So to kind of elaborate on that question a little bit, what made you guys like watching people get beat the fuck up? You know what I mean? Like, okay, hey man, like, because I feel like a lot of people just are like, oh man, they only like the boxing side of it, like, oh, they only like the stand-up. But if anybody knows both of you guys are very, very heavy on grappling as well. Like I've seen Jay retweet things about Habib. He's done breakdowns of grapplers in his fights. I've seen you do grappling in your fights, but we're all kind of known for being strikers. So what really made you guys love MMA, like really turn and put you guys on to MMA?
I guess I'll go first. Well, I was a big boxing fan, and then I saw him fight. I think it was Sean Sharp. The fight where he was licking blood off his gloves, and then I was like, "Damn, what the fuck? This nigga's wild. I like it." I'm like, in a weird way. Hold on now.
Hey yo.
And then I just got more and more to it, and then John Jones came along, and pretty much that. Then I just started to like both equally, to be honest.
No surprise, Jay likes John Jones. Didn't know the BJ Penn story though, bro. I didn't know you were a BJ Penn fan like that. All right.
Yeah, if you ask me, BJ Penn is the greatest lightweight ever. I'm very biased about that. I made a whole video on that.
Controversial. Hey, I'm in the same agreement with you, bro, but we ain't gonna get into that. That's another subject for another day. You feel me?
Hold on, what? Yeah, because I was finna get into it.
Yeah, we ain't talking about. Hey, we're not hating on you, Habib. So don't grapple us when you see us, bro, because chances are we're probably gonna run into you at some point. But you know, to each their own, to each their own. But all right, Pride, what got you into MMA, bro? What made you like seeing niggas beat each other up?
And what's crazy is I can't even remember as far as what sparked it, but I know a specific fight that I seen that, like, once I seen that, I literally started playing EA Sports UFC 2, and it was Dominic Cruz versus Cody Garbrandt. So I'm really new to the MMA community, or the scene, or UFC more so to say, but I don't know, that fight right there started it, and then I hopped on UFC 2 and started playing it, and this was like, I don't know when exactly this was, but it's like close to like near the end of UFC 2, and basically started using Bruce Lee, and then I just started watching the actual UFC, then went to an actual live event, and from there it's just been taking me by storm.
Shit. Hey, was that UFC event? Was that the one that that you got that picture with Dana White?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I looked rough. Yeah.
I remember that. I remember that. That was the was that the Wonder Boy Thompson Anthony Pettis fight that happened in?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I watched that man, Stephen Thompson, go to.
Hey! That's how good my motherfucking memory is that I remember that shit. Shit, dog. We've been boys for that long. That's crazy.
That's time flies, bro.
KO King casual. Okay, come on now. Don't be disrespectful, bro. Hey, and what was the first UFC fight? Was the Cody Garbrandt TJ Dillashaw fight the first fight you ever watched?
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't even know about Conor McGregor. This is how deep I was in the like first person shooters, third person shooters. I didn't play no fighting games. The only fighting games I'd say I played was Mortal Kombat and maybe Street Fighter. But as far as like combat sports games, like I never played. I started off basically UFC 2. I didn't play any of the Undisputeds, none of those. I didn't play EA Sports UFC 1. I literally started off with UFC 2. So that's how new I am to this.
Damn. Hey, that's just a testament to how good you are and how smart you are, bro, that you came in so late to the game, and really ever since you've joined. Because for those of you guys that don't know the backstory to when I've said this on stream a lot. The backstory to me and Pride met on UFC 2. We were both being recruited to Vegas MMA, and Vegas MMA and UFC 2 was the best camp that there was. So that just shows you how good Pride has been at the UFC franchise, that he literally was that good in a game, in his very first UFC game. So that shit's kind of crazy, bro. It took me 2 games to get good, all right? It took me 2 games.
I mean, honestly, though, bro, I was trash at EA Sports UFC 2. Bro, I was so trash, bro. I was one of those players that literally only wanted to stand, and I only used Bruce Lee, bro. I literally only used Bruce Lee. And all I wanted to do was stand and throw strikes, but I was trash. And then UFC 3, as we all know, I kind of started taking more seriously once the game dropped, and here we are now.
Yeah. Jay, did you play UFC 3 like that?
I started playing UFC. I started playing that UFC 3, and then I didn't get UFC 3 until like 4 months after it came out. I didn't even get that shit on release. I got it. I was like, I'm ass at striking. I just know how to grapple, my nigga. And then I carried on to you. I literally just learned how to strike when UFC 4 came out. So I didn't play. I played like Undisputed like once before then. That was about it though.
Yeah, but that's really a testament to you too, that you've gotten and to see your level of gameplay. Like when I first met you, it was like, I mean, I would put it on you, bro. Like I'm not gonna sit here in front and act like you were good or straight off the rip, because I would put it on you, bro. I would. But now, like, if I play you now, like now I gotta be careful, bro. You be beating my ass sometimes. I'd be like, damn, this nigga Jay's trying to get the comeback, bro.
I didn't even know how to use my head movement, like pull counter. I didn't know how to do none of that shit. I just know how to take niggas down and hold them, my nigga. That's all I know what I do.
Yeah, hey, and your John Jones is easily becoming what you're, like, one of the most well-known John Joneses in the community, bro. Like, no joke. And I mean, just go and check out the video that you just did against Prize Izzy with Jared Cannonier. Pry's known for being the best Israel Adesanya in the world, and then for you to just spoiler alert for those of you guys that ain't watched the fucking video, but y'all need to go watch the video anyways because it was such a good ass fight. For Jay to be able to beat Pry with Jared Cannonier, that is an accomplishment.
Greasy.
Yeah, and the way that he did that, the way that he did you too, bro, was
it was nasty.
Was real tough, bro. Yeah, the way that he did
it
you
wasn't
was
like
tough.
it wasn't like I was just like toying around to it. Nah, like I was locked in, but that nigga went to work.
Yeah, and just the level of patience, bro, because probably you know, and you can attest to this shit too. Like when people get in there with guys like me and you, they tend to like get a little bit skittish. They start to they start throwing too much. But to see how patient Jay was with the gameplay was really what was impressive about it.
Exactly, it was hella clean, bro. And like I said, I commended him on that one because this man was nasty.
Yeah, that's solid work. But hey, Dante, what's good? And K Young Butter, my boy, what's popping with you? Appreciate you coming through, my guy. Hey, we gotta get you on one of these. I'm gonna hit you up. I want to get you, Go, and some other really good players on here, and some other really good content creators. This Crooks Corner, we're gonna carry it on. This isn't gonna be the only episode of Crooks Corner. We're gonna be sure, for those of you guys that are rewatching this, make sure to drop names of who you think should be on the show with me. I'd love to get everybody's opinion on who should be on the show. But try to get Marshall also. Hey, we could do it. If Marshall's down with it, I'd be more than happy to help him on. I'm more than happy to help him on here. No joke. Yo, what up, Micro? Cooks, I will KO you stiff, respectfully. Yeah, whatever, bro. You know how many times I heard that shit? Alright. So we're gonna jump into the next question. And that's when did you guys know that you guys wanted to be MMA content creators? Like, if you could tell me like a period in time, or maybe something that where it just clicked in your guys' mind that's like, hey, you know what? I think I want to make content on YouTube about this.
For me, shout out to Suave Jamie. He was doing the what was it? The Road to Top 100 with CM Punk. I was like, damn, that's pretty impressive. CM Punk's ass. Let me just make a video to see how ass he is. And he was fucking ass. And then he got a decent amount of views. I was like, okay, I really didn't think nothing of it. And then I posted me beating a cheeser, and then that got a lot of views. Well, at the time it was a lot of views. I was like, okay. And that was like end of February. Then March came around. I was like, you know what? Let me try this thing out. At this time, bro, I had no equipment. All I had was a PS4 on my phone. And I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna challenge myself to upload. It was 31 days in March. So I was like, I'm gonna challenge myself to upload every day in March, bro. And, you know, bro, I did it, bro. I was editing off of my phone, commentary off of my phone. I was literally like screen recording. Thinking about it now, it's really funny. I was screen recording. I would share play. So you know how like you can play off your phone and shit.
Yeah.
I would literally like go to like my game captures and screen record off of share play, and then go back and do commentary over it in iMovie, and then I edit my videos like that. So yeah. Damn. Then here we are. You know.
When was
and
that?
That's actually how me and Prime met too, cause I asked him about I asked him for some advice about something I can't remember, and then you know that's how we met. So yeah.
Yeah, hey, and that's what time frame? Like, when did you start? Was it this year or was it last year?
Nah, that was 2021. Yeah, 2021.
Yeah. So last year. So that's and you've been grinding ever since, bro.
Pretty much.
That's crazy, bro.
Much,
you've been on the grind, bro. And what's crazy about you is you're not just a content creator too. Like, you make thumbnails. A lot of the thumbnails that you guys see on my videos all come from Jay. Like, I mean, at the beginning, a lot of it was Grappler. A lot of it was my boy Luke, who actually is doing thumbnails for and video editing for MMA On Point. Shout out to him. Shout out to Grappler. But as of late, for about the last, like, I would say 6 months or so, all of my thumbnails that you guys see have either been from myself or they've been from Jay. So Jay does a lot of thumbnails. He does voiceovers. He does commentary on videos. He's always hitting the updates. When the updates come out, he's dropping videos same day. and all that. So Jay's, like I said, we got two of the hardest working content creators in the motherfucking building. So shout out to Jay for doing that. Yo, Daniel,
Jay
what's
is
good?
a grinder. Jay, with all due respect, Jay is a grinder.
Yep, he is, bro. He got that grinder blood. You feel me? Just like there's a couple people that have it, and he's one. You feel me? But all right, Pry, let's get into it with you, bro. When did you know you wanted to do MMA content on YouTube? Like, hey, you know what? This is something that I think I want to do on YouTube.
Right. So I'd say this started back, probably like maybe 2016, 2017, somewhere around that time, like the end of UFC 2. It was like the end, because when I first started playing UFC 2, I wasn't making any content, I wasn't streaming, wasn't doing nothing. But basically, I would say more so the very end of UFC 2 is when I like just doing some streams on Twitch, just chilling, nothing major, didn't think nothing about it. And then basically the beginning of UFC 3 is when I really like buckled down and really took it serious, because that's when I finally bought a PC that could basically handle streaming and do all that. And then it's like, if I'm going to be buying a PC and be doing all this, I might as well stream it, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
from there it just took off, more so to say.
Okay, so 2016 was the beginning of Pryoxis, really. What's good, Dennis?
I would say 2016 or 2017.
2016, 2017. I remember you streaming on Twitch, bro.
Yeah.
On UFC 3, because I found your channel. I started watching you heavy, and I believe in 2018. It was right around the same time that I found Cody Dank, when Cody was just known for taking big ass bong rips while he was playing UFC 3, dog. For those, hey, shout out to the homie Cody Dank. But yeah. I remember thinking like, bro, and I remember you having to be quiet, because I think you were living in a different place, dog. And I remember there were some nights where you couldn't be loud. I remember you telling the stream like, hey, I can't be loud, like my family's in the back asleep.
Yeah. That man just went back. He went back. If you remember that, then you already know. But yeah, that's back, man. I couldn't. Basically, families I'm in a living room, and they're like right over in the next room, sleep. So I had to basically be talking like, yo, what's going on, guys? It's to a pair. Like I was like that basically.
You're whispering, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, and Pry didn't have none of the equipment that he has right now, like in terms of mic. So when he was talking like this, it was hard as fuck to hear him. But he was still grinding, bro. He was putting in 2-3 hours using Rafael Dos Anjos in UFC 3. Just trying to chop the shit out of people, bro. I remember that, bro. That shit's crazy. Hey, but that's crazy, bro. It's crazy how long I've really known you. Like it's I remember when I was watching you, my daughter was real young. Like she was a year old, because she was born in 2015, bro.
I don't even want to talk about kids, bro, because kids grow up fast, bro. Like they're at the age where we remember being that age. They're at that age. Like I remember being that. It make you feel old, bro. So
hey, you want to know what's funny with it? Is I remember being in a party with you one time, and you asking me, you were like, hey, how many kids you have? And I was like, oh, I just have one. And you were like, nigga, that. And I remember that now, because I'm getting ready to have my second kid. Yeah, I'm finally having my second kid. But yeah. KO King, if you don't calm your ass down, I'm gonna put you in timeout, like I gotta do my children. So calm down. Fun fact, I didn't know Max Holloway until UFC 4. That's crazy.
What?
That's crazy, bro.
That's actually insane.
Yeah, you crazy, bro. You crazy. But all right, so let's get into the next question that I got for you guys. And this one is for everybody that's trying to become a content creator. I need y'all to listen to this, and even those of you guys that aren't trying to be content creators, because it's gonna put I think put you guys in a different mindset and put you guys at a different respect level for how much content creating really, like how much really goes into it. And so the question I have for you guys is, how long does it take you guys to plan out a video idea from the concept, from like just the thought of it until when you execute it and you're uploading the video and you're hitting that public button on YouTube and releasing it to the whole fucking UFC 4 community? How long does it take you guys? We'll start with you, Jay.
You want to go with me or Prime first?
No, we're going to go with you first. We're going to go with you first.
Honestly, bro, for UFC 4 videos now, bro, I just get on whatever weight class. I literally, like, pick with the intro in my head as I'm picking a fighter. I don't be playing this shit out for UFC 4, but for like, video essays and stuff, let me think. Probably like 3. If I really wanted to, I could do all of it in the same day. Edit it, write the script, record it. I could do all that in the same day, but I would have to like stay up for 24 hours. I'm not doing that. So probably like 3 days. Like the last one I did took me about 3 days. So like for videos like that where I want to like do voiceovers and commentary, about 3 days. Yeah.
Damn. So 3 days from the time it hits your brain all the way until it's done. It takes you about 3 days.
It's done, till it's uploaded, yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
All right, Pry. How long does it take you, bro? Because I know you've been doing this shit for such a long time.
Right.
It probably don't take you that long.
Well, see, it all depends, because sometimes, you know, some videos, like we all know, we all 3 content creators for UFC 4, you know, the second you get on, you're like, okay, I want to use this specific fighter, I want to hop on, you know what I'm saying? So that really doesn't take too much time. But if you're really trying to do something like a tutorial that may be different, where you do let's say, Crooks, you do a tutorial, you want to teach how to do something, right? You want to say, you're the pocket master, you're teaching pocket fighting, right?
Yeah.
That could take more time, because you can go against somebody in ranked and they won't fight, you know, they won't fight in the pocket. They'll be consistently on the back foot. So it really just depends on what type of video, or like Jay said, he doing video essays. So it takes more outside sourcing than it does just getting on the game and playing it.
Yeah.
Or like if you was to put together like a montage, that'd take much more, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll give you an example. When Zayab did my montage for the 5,000 subscribers, I can't think of how long it took, but it took at least multiple days to be done, if not a week to be done, with a simple 3-minute montage. So it takes time, especially when you want to go in there and do some real editing. Oh, that takes time, bro.
Yeah.
So
let me tell you, bro, the Sean O'Malley highlight mix, that shit took me 7 hours, and it was like 2 minutes. So it's like that shit takes a long time,
bro. And that's the reason why I wanted to ask this question specifically, and I wanted to make sure that I got it. I have that shit written down in fucking capital letters. This question specifically for you guys is because I get a lot of, I say this a lot on my streams. People I don't think have enough respect for how much goes into content creating. Like you have to think about the idea, because for me, if I'm trying to plan out like a well-timed video, I'm doing my research. So I'm just giving you guys a little bit of the things that I do, right? So, and probably I've told you this before, and Jay, we talk enough too. I've told you this before too. I try to do for a content creator, and y'all can tell me if I'm capping or if I'm lying. I'm flying with anything that I'm saying to the audience, so y'all can interject at any time. If you're an up and coming content creator, you should be looking and seeing what fighters are popping at the time that you're trying to release your video. So if Aljamain comes out and says, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna beat the shit out of Henry Cejudo," and he's on Ariel Helwani's show, talking about how he's gonna beat the brakes off Henry Cejudo, and that shit gets over 1 million likes, then that should give you an indication. All right, hey, I need to get an Aljamain Sterling video out of here,
right? Because
his name is popping. That's why you see so many people do Conor McGregor videos and different stuff like that, because Conor usually says very controversial shit, and millions upon millions of people go and watch his shit. So that goes into it. Then you need to get good footage for your video, like Price said. You know, not everybody plays into what you're trying to do. So like, if I was trying to just do a striking match, with Conor McGregor, right? And I go up against a fucking Habib. I go up against 5 Habibs in lightweight. Then it just cost me the whole hour, and I literally have to wait for the cycle to come back around, jump on for another hour, and hopefully I get somebody that's just not fucking trying to grapple me. Hopefully I can get a Dustin or something like that. But it can take hours. It can take days to get the footage that you need. And then you got to change your video ideas around and doing all that different shit. So the reason why I wanted to ask you guys that is because you guys hear from other content creators other than just myself, guys that are on the same journey that I'm on. It can take you multiple days to make videos, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And it's...
And
go ahead.
my bad to cut you off. Also add to the fact, not everybody that plays a game is going to be able to get in a ranked match and play at the level me, you, and Jay are going to be able to play at.
Yeah, that's facts.
So you got to keep that in mind as well. So now, let's say they go in there, play ranked, right, and they want to showcase a certain fighter, and let's just say it's someone that's not that great. Now you got to go against top tiers, and then you know what I'm saying, you lose, and you're like, okay, I don't want to put no losses on YouTube, and now you lose that hour of the weight class, and then you have to wait 5 until it's that weight class again. So it's like, being good at the game is a plus when it comes to content creating as well.
Yep. Hey. Oh, go ahead.
And a piggyback, I don't mean to cut you off. And a piggyback off of that, bro. Let me be honest with you, bro. Me and Pryor talk about it a lot, bro. VR Diablo, dog. Being good at the game now, I wasn't around back then, but I'm pretty sure back then it was like a big thing. Now with how many social media platforms we have and how everything is about flash. Bro, you do not have to be good at games now. If you can hold the attention span of a viewer for however long you can, bro, that's better than just being good at the game. Because being good at the game can only get you so far. And no disrespect, and we got a lot of flack over this when we did that interview on the Combat Esports Media when I asked both of y'all about content creation and competing. No disrespect to anyone in the ESFL, but that's why you see a lot of those guys don't do content creation. No disrespect, being good at the game only takes you so far. Yeah, okay, right. You're good at the game. I would say I'm good at the game. Pride's good at the game. Marshall's good at the game. Suave Jane. You got all these different guys, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like, what separates you other than just being good at the game?
Yeah, that's true too. And that's another side of another side of the world of content creating that not a lot of people get. You have to be entertaining with this shit too. Like, you can't just be on like, oh man, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna play and not say shit. Like, nah, people coming to hear you talk about what you're doing. You know what I mean? Yep. People do it. Like, they really do that. And the thing is, the tricky part is about it too is when you become a known content creator, people know how you play, so they literally try to play an anti-style against like if Pride's trying to show you how to do body work, right? Which he's known for. Body. People are just trying not to let Pride hit their body.
I can give you a prime example. When I use Sean O'Malley and I go against people that know I want to try to get a highlight KO finish, they literally, when they get rocked, they don't even care about their body. They literally just block it. Yeah, because they're trying to prevent you from doing what they've seen you do to other people. Yep. So they do the anti-Pryoxis, and they do like with people with me, right? Like you said, Pocket Master. People don't want to stand in the pocket with me, bro. So they do the anti-Crooks, and they just fucking back away and try to run away from me. So it can make for a real tough time being a content creator sometimes, man. Sometimes I'll just be wanting to throw my fucking controller through my damn window right here. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It'd be making me mad, dude. It'd be making me mad. I'm like, fuck, I gotta wait a whole 5 hours before I can get back into these weight classes, and hopefully I can get the weight class that I need. You feel me? And I'm pretty sure Jay and you have gone through this same thing. It's like people play certain ways when they see your gamer tag. Yep. Like, it's like, bro, why are you playing like that? Like, come on, bro. Like, that's why I understood. Like, I didn't understand why people play, like, or else I have to say people. Why content creators, like, I'll just say Martial Mind, for example, played on second accounts. It's like, bro, what are you hiding from? But as you become a content creator, you realize people will play certain ways, either to not be put on a video or just to beat you and talk shit and be like, yeah, you suck. Because I'm pretty sure both of y'all have got a message from somebody after they beat you in ranked talking shit, or they said put it on YouTube. Like, bro. Hey, every time I lose a fight, bro, I get a message, bro. Put that on YouTube.
Like, all right,
Yeah.
when I catch you next time, you is going on YouTube.
Exactly,
Now I
and
know
it's
how
like
you gonna
they
fight
think
me.
they think because they beat you, it's supposed to go on you. It's your channel, my channel, right? Like, bro, what? Like, I'm okay. And guess what? You know how many times Rowdy Savage has beat me, and how many times has Rowdy Savage beat me when on YouTube? How many times have Cheesers beat me and he went on YouTube? But when I beat you, oh, it's going up because
Yeah.
nobody cares about you beating me. They care about me beating you. Like, what?
Exactly, bro. Exactly. It be like that, though. Niggas be like that. So just be prepared for that. Those of you guys that are in the content creating world and y'all grinding, just know it's coming for you too, bro. Y'all ain't immune. You feel me?
People doing what Offset say? They do anything for clout, bro.
Yeah, facts. Then niggas will try to throw your ass underneath the bus for that. No cap. But speaking of the community, that leads me into the next question. What do you guys think of the state of the UFC community right now? I remember a while ago it was very toxic. We had a lot of toxic people. Everybody wanted to be Conor McGregor, Colby Covington. Everybody was
Oh
talking
my
shit about
goodness.
each other and stuff. But it seems like it's kind of started to take a turn now. You know, we got a lot more humble people in the community now. So I want to know what y'all think of the state of the UFC community. And Jay, we're gonna go with you first.
Trying to say this without being super disrespectful. You know what? Fuck it. I don't care. The community, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's not gonna go far the way it's looking. It's just like nobody sees the bigger picture. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some people do. Don't get me wrong. It's not just the whole community, but a lot of dudes don't see the bigger picture. They don't see, that you have to, you gotta act a certain. You gotta act a certain way, bro. Like, people don't know that, UFC, you got people that work with the UFC are watching the ESFL sometimes in there in chat, being toxic and acting, crazy like that, or doxing people, or, just being annoying and just weird. It's just, I'm gonna be honest, bro, if it don't clean it up, the UFC community is not going far, in my opinion. Just a lot of stuff people just gotta act way more mature, bro. That's just what it is.
Yeah, I feel you.
What's it?
That really do
Okay.
that do really do how it be sometimes. And in the aspect, like, I feel like it used to be way worse. Jay, we kind of come into the point where like it's real bad. In UFC 1, the community wasn't that bad. Like, it really wasn't that bad, but it's just gotten that bad because like now everybody sees the Colby Covingtons, the Conor McGregors, and they all want to talk shit, and that's how they feel like they can get their reps up. Is, oh, let me go and talk shit to so and so, and a lot of people know that they can't back it up, so they just start doxing people and shit, which is unfortunate, but. But all right, Pry, what do you think of the state of the community?
Right. So to talk about as far as the Jay situation, I agree and I disagree as well. Like, he's right. Like, the way that I would say more so the way, because the community itself, I don't think they really drive or care too much about how the community's going. It's more so the esports, the ESFL level. That is where the problem comes in. It's I mean, even myself, I've been a part of it. I'm not going to detach myself from it. I've been in there and went back and forth with people being toxic. I have. But it's much worse than the banter that goes on in the chat when I, go back and forth with somebody or say something about somebody. It's not me getting disrespectful. It's not about me doxing people or even booting people offline or pulling people IP addresses just for the fun of it, And we can go as deep as talking about the Discords. It's like that has to get better. If the UFC community wants to drive forward as far as a competitive standpoint, I think it definitely needs, more cleaning up. But again, you can't control other humans. You can only control yourself. And it's just the unfortunate part of it. But as far as the UFC community, honestly, and this is me speaking from my point of view, and even me seeing it from other people's point of view, I feel like you get a lot of love. Like, you get the trolls, but no matter what you do on YouTube, you're gonna get those. But you get a lot of love on YouTube. You get a lot of I get a lot of love on YouTube. You get the people, and it's not even talking about just money, just showing up to the streams or consistently watching your videos, commenting, showing love when you go live, or interacting with you. There's some pretty solid people within the community, but again, as I said before, it's a lot of toxicity within it too. So the name of the game, but I feel like UFC 5. Hopefully, it can be better, but
I'm gonna just be honest, bro. You gotta treat the shit like a business, bro. It's like as hard as it knows. I'm not holding my tongue, bro. A lot of people, just like I said, I don't hold my tongue. A lot of people hold their tongue, bro. You gotta treat this shit like a business, bro. I don't care how good of a player you is, bro. If you bring it down a certain brand, if you bring it down, you know, if you bring it down a community to a point where it can't grow, bro. GG's, my nigga. Say goodbye. In the words of Soul Illuminati, my nigga. Just like
exactly.
That's what it is, bro. Like it's bigger than just ESFL, my nigga.
Right.
The community could be way bigger than what it was, right? If people just realize that.
Yeah. Hey, before I chime in on this too, Dave, the boy Dave, that's in the chat. Happy. I don't know if it's your birthday today.
It was yesterday.
It was yesterday. Happy late birthday. I tried to hit you up yesterday. Happy late birthday. Shout out to you, my guy. Another really hard-working content creator. He does UFC stuff sometimes, but everybody in this chat knows him. He's been on he's in contact with everybody that's in here, all the 3 guys that are in here. So shout out to you, babe. Dave, happy late birthday. I hope everything's going good with you and your family. I know you're getting ready to have a kid as well, so hope everything's going good with
popping
you.
Them out.
Yeah. You know we're doing our thing out here. But yeah, no, the UFC community, I feel like as a whole, it's going good, man. I mean, we have the toxic trolls, we got people that just talk trash to people, but that comes with, I feel like that comes with any community, because I've been part of the Madden community. I mean, obviously I played Street Fighter and Tekken and Mortal Kombat,
right.
And there's tons of those kind of people in those games, as well as I'm pretty sure it's a safe bet to say that there's people like that in Gears of War as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh boy.
So.
I was a part of it too.
So yeah. So I mean, but that just comes with any community. But the one thing that's really encouraging for the UFC community in general is there is a lot more content creators, and there's a lot more just mass content for this game than there's ever been for any other game.
Facts.
When I played UFC 1, because I've been part of the community since UFC 1, since EA UFC was dropped, there was only 3 content creators that you really watched. It was Martial Mind, MMA Game, and Ricky J Sports. Those were the 3 content creators that were just really popping out content, popping it out. That's why Marshall has become as big as he is, because he started early, man. He got on this game and on this content creating game before any of us even knew what was going on. You feel me? So, and then in UFC 2, it was kind of just still the same thing. You got a couple more. I mean, Kinetic tried his hand at it, and Kinetic was the best player in the world at the time. He started trying to get in it, but he fell off. You had Brand New Mac was trying to get in it as well. But if you look at now, you fast forward to UFC 4, I mean, you have a lot of variety now. I mean, you got Martial Mind still. MMA Game fell off. He's not really doing his thing. You still got Ricky J Sports. You got Pryoxis now. He's obviously you become one of the biggest UFC content creators in the world. You got myself. You got guys like Goat 1099 who's doing his thing out there. You got Jay. You have Ozzy. You have Darkseid. Like, you have all of these
Young Butter.
Yeah, K Young Buddy. You got all of these different options and content creators to choose from, that you don't just have to stay in one and be like, oh, okay, I just gotta watch this person. You know what I mean? You got the OGs and you got the new blood coming in, and there's just so much more. And tutorials on the game too, bro. Like, tutorials are a really big thing. When I was playing, the only one that was putting out tutorials was Martial Mind. He was putting them out there. That was it. But now you guys got, from everybody, you guys got Martial Mind, you got Pride dropping advanced grappling tips and how to do takedowns and how to set up combinations. You got Goat doing his thing out there. You got me doing my thing. And I forgot, how could I forget Romero? Romero, one of the best players in the world out here putting fucking... I mean, the dude has lunges named after him, bro. Like, that's how advanced, like, all of this shit is really getting. So... in terms of the content creating aspect, I would say that the UFC community in general is it's in such a good place that I'm very excited to see where it's gonna go for UFC 5, man. It's really really crazy.
And
Justin,
also to add on, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no,
But
go ahead. I'm
also
reading the comment.
to add on, bro, I just think also, bro, it's just a lot of egotistical people, and like I said, bro, everybody gotta treat it like a business, but everybody gotta see the bigger picture, bro. It's not a content creator versus competitor thing. It has to work. It has to work hand in hand, bro. The competitors, content creators, they carry a certain part of the game. I just think a lot of people just think content creators think they're just on this pedestal, and I definitely don't think I'm on the pedestal. I know y'all don't think that. I'm
Yeah, no.
creators.
I mean,
everybody just think they're above people, and it's just not that.
At the end of the day, bro, we a deleted China away from being back to square one. So we always remain humble.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
That's facts, bro.
Hey, and I didn't give him a shout out earlier, but shout out to fucking Suave Jamie. I've had my issues with you, bro. I've said that you get more respect from me. You get more respect than me, and I didn't really feel like that. That's not necessarily true, bro. You deserve all the respect in the world, bro. I know you don't really care for me too much, but shout out to you, bro. You've been grinding. You put in your work. Your ESFL resume speaks for itself, bro. Like, it really does. So shout out to you. I know you inspired Jay to do his thing, so shout out to him. I don't want to try to not give credit where credit is due. You know what
Right.
I mean?
And Jamie a grinder.
Yeah, he is. And so, and for as much as you guys have heard me, I don't really care for Ed Parker too much. He's a grinder too, bro. He used to grind back in the day too. So,
Right.
Shout out to that motherfucker too. But tell Pryor he's wild for playing UFC 4 on his controller like that. And my nigga be playing Claw. But we ain't gonna get into that. He gets into that enough on his stream, bro. I don't know why people have this fascination with how Pryor holds his fucking controller, but y'all know what I'm saying. We gonna move on. Alright, so let me pull up my questions real quick. Alright. So the last question we have for you guys is going to be probably one of the most important questions I've gotten in the community, or one of the most frequently asked questions in the UFC community. I feel like I've seen a lot of people ask you this, Pry. Jay, when you stream, I don't know if I've seen it in your stream, but I'm pretty sure you probably gotten it as well. Is how long, and I get this in my stream a lot too, how long do you guys think it takes to become an elite level UFC player? Jay, we'll go with you first.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not. I tell everyone, bro. I'm not no elite player. That was never, my intention. It was always like a goal to be in the ESFL and things like that. But me personally, I just can't take the game seriously enough to be a quote unquote elite player. So maybe a Pry and Crooks will have a better answer to me. But I mean, I just think consistency, to be honest, and just the confidence and the swagger. To be honest, you gotta have confidence in yourself. Because I believe Crooks, mentioned it earlier, bro. A lot of times, bro, players come across, high-level players, and they're just like, oh my goodness, it's such and such, and they get nervous, they get timid and everything, and you just can't have that mindset, bro. You got to go into it, stick it to your game plan, knowing you're going to win, not thinking you're going to win, but you got to know you're going to go in there and win. So that's what I think.
So if you had to put a time frame on it, though, how long would you say, Jay? How long would you say do you think it takes to become a really good UFC
we seen Zayev, bro, in the UFC 3. Zayev wasn't really that great, and then UFC 4, Zayev is top 5, one of the best players, bro. So oh man, I don't know, it's tough to say, man. It's tough to say. Probably 6 months to a year. I don't think the skill gap in this game in particular is really that really that big, to be honest. So yeah. I would say about 6 months to a year.
Okay. And Zayev is a great example too. Zayev is a great example of really how somebody can pick up game knowledge and just roll with it. You know what I mean? Because that kid is so damn smart. For those of you guys that haven't talked to him, when you talk to Zayev in a party, you can just tell that kid is smart. He's real smart, dude. So You could pick it up and run with it. But all right, probably same question for you. How long would you say? Because you've been elite at the game for and not just at UFC 4, from UFC 3 and you were good at UFC 2. How long would you say it would take you to be an elite level player?
Okay, so let's just put it in an example, because it can go a lot of ways, because some people may not be putting in the same amount of time, some people may not be putting in the same amount of effort. So let's just say we're me, for example. I dialed in, locked in, consistently looking to get better. That could take, honestly, it took me about 2 months. It took me about 2 months to go from, because in UFC 3 I was trash. At the beginning, I was trash. So it took me about 2 months to actually lock in and become like elite level. But again, this is me 100% focusing, because a lot of guys, playtime doesn't equal getting better. It's the quality of the playtime. So if you're consistently just hop on, play ranked, autopilot, you're never going to get better. But when you get on, and let's just say you get on and play ranked, or you get on and play against somebody that actually knows what they're doing. Because Zayev, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Zayev started out
time MMA.
Okay.
So he started off. He started off playing just in prime time, and I believe when I talked to him, he would play and he would just watch other people play and ask them for spars, and then he would just take what they were doing in the spars and take it to practice mode. And that's really
the quality. That's the quality. So that type of quality, in my opinion, I feel like it takes a month to get down, to understand it, and then it takes another month to really implement it. An example is EK Capilot. He came out of nowhere. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him. He's an Xbox player. Out of nowhere, the man, I mean, I can't think of who he beat. Yurda, I believe it was Yurda on ESFL. I mean, Yurda's not no slouch. He's not no bum. He went out there and actually beat Yurda, and to do that, it says a lot about his player. Or another player that I could think about, Prime Boxer, came from Fight Night Champion, came to the UFC community, and I mean, the dude was taking people's heads off. I know people were complaining about his connection, but I mean, Prime Boxer came out and went crazy, and he was pure striker, and he learned the ground game. The thing about the ground that he learned is he learned how to just deal with the ground and how to deal with denied takedowns. And then on the feet, I mean, he was just boxing people up. So I'm gonna give it 2 months. 2 months. That's 2 months dialed in, and you definitely can become a top level player.
Damn, bro, that's a name. Prime Boxer. Hey, go back. Hey, if y'all don't know who he's talking about, Prime Boxer, go back to the beginning of UFC 4 and really see how good Prime Boxer was. Yes, he didn't have the best connections, but when he was fighting guys like Ed Parker, it was a fucking problem, bro. Like, he was a problem. Yeah. He was good, bro. He was really good. And guys, probably, I don't remember if you know who this guy is. But oh my god, the dude that stopped playing UFC 4 at the beginning. Obviously, no, not Retro. Retro was good too, but Bartholomew.
Oh my goodness,
Bartholomew. Unibar was good too, but Bartholomew, bro, from UFC 3, go back and rerun the footage, bro. That motherfucker was good. Easily.
Bartholomew was a demon.
Could have easily been. Y'all think Romero's good? Go ask Mero about Bartholomew, bro. Barth was nobody to be fucked around with. Like, if he would have kept playing, he would easily be the best player in the world. The dude's fucking reads and his reaction time was absolutely ridiculous. The motherfucker was on speed.
Like, it was like he was like he didn't know how to lose. I don't think he lost a single tournament that he entered.
Yeah, he didn't. I remember he got booted out of Bruce Lee Rob's tournament for fucking kneeing somebody in the knee. You know those knees in the legs that just drain the shit out your leg health when you're on the cage. Yeah, he got booted out of Bruce Lee Rob's tournament for that because he was just.
That's cheesy. Funny.
But yeah. But hey, before I continue, hey, JX, thank you for the $2 super chat, my guy. I appreciate you. But in terms of how long it would take to be an elite level UFC player, really, there's a lot of things that kind of go into it. It's who you're playing against and what you're learning. It's like me and Pryor were talking about this because as I was running through the questions with him before, we were talking about Zayev is kind of like the prime example of how quickly you can develop, like turn into a really good player. But it's all about the person. It's person specific. Like every person is different. So I could take somebody. I could take, let's say, right. Obviously, I'm looking at his name. I could take K Youngbutter, right? K Youngbutter is a really good player. I could have him do the same thing that Zayev did in the same time frame, and he might not be as good as Zayev. I could take MV and put him in the same situation as Zayev, and he might not learn and pick up on it as quick as Zayev, or maybe he'll pick it up faster. So it's just very person specific. It's very like you can't really put a time frame on it. So that's why when people ask me like, "Hey Crooks, when, like, how long before I can really be a good player?" The answer is I don't fucking know. I don't know how long it's going to take you to really be a good player. It could be you could pick it up in a month, you can pick it up in 6 months, you can possibly never pick it up. You know what I mean? You can just, it's just all about how determined your mentality is to be really good at the game and how quickly you can process learning. You know what I mean? And that's different from person to person. So, but if I had to give like a rough estimate, I would have to say probably about 3-4 months. 3-4 months for a normal person, like somebody that's just playing regularly, not grinding every day like a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? 3 to 4 months. 3 to 4 months is what I would say, give or take. But all right, that's the last question I have for Pry and Jay. So now we're gonna open it up. We're gonna open it up to the chat. I want to hear we're gonna take 2 to 3 questions for Pry and Jay. Please be appropriate. Don't ask dumb questions, please. Don't ask really dumb questions, because if you ask dumb questions, I'm not even gonna read them. So for the next couple minutes, for the next minute, I'm gonna see what questions you type in. I'm gonna take the best ones and I'm gonna ask Pry and Jay, and then we're gonna close it out. So we're gonna open it up to the chat.
Well, while we wait, we might as well answer Dennis' question. I'm not sure if Jay wants to, but I'm open to talk about Nas, the dude, the TikToker, whatever it may be. Now, I will give him his respect. Again, as far as being a TikToker, being a content creator, I always give content creators respect, unless they obviously are stealing content and it's not theirs. But as far as player, I mean, due to the allegations of him cheating, you know, I can't take him serious as a player. I've seen him put in work, but again, once you become a cheater, it's like you have to think about like this. Men, if you cheat on your girl, she's not going to look at you the same ever again. You may even get back with her, but it's never going to be the same. So he actually did. You are right, Dave. Now that I think about it, he did steal content. He makes his own sometimes, but he does steal other people's content. See, so it's like it's a shady person. So honestly, I don't like him. I don't care for him. I don't have the energy to put towards him at all either. So I don't know. I don't personally care too much about Nas, and it's no disrespect. He do his thing. He keep grinding, but I really just don't care too much about him.
All I'm gonna say is, bro, I ain't gonna speak too much on it, bro. If my guys don't fuck with you, bro, I don't fuck with you, bro. Simple as that, dog. Simple as that, bro. He stole my nigga Dark Side shit. He got problems with my nigga Pride. I don't fuck with you, my nigga. Simple as that, bro. That's how it is. I don't gotta explain, my nigga.
He said, gang.
Nas, and I just don't like the way that
Adrian Broner said, and them. And I don't even know who and them is, my nigga.
I don't. I mean, I really don't care for the guy. I don't really care. I don't like the way he handles his business. You know what I mean? Like, he came at me sideways, and it was on some disrespectful type shit. Like, I remember him telling me when me and you were doing that ESFL event, Pry. Remember when we were doing the best of 5? Club against James Calvin? And he was like, look, I did more numbers than you on ESFL, acting like the nigga wasn't on a whole stacked ass card that also had Pry on it, and he wasn't carried by GOAT. GOAT 1099, no joke, carried Nas. The only reason he even headlined that card, ESFL 100, was because of GOAT. Because if GOAT didn't carry him or like either like take that fight, Nas wouldn't have been fighting. He would have been fighting on the undercard. Like,
I mean, keep in mind this was a big card. It's like you're on the 100th card of something.
Yeah.
Of course you're gonna get more viewership. You know what I mean?
Yeah. and at that time, like people, and this is what I say, because Jay was on that card as well too. Remember, Jay and Darkseid did their thing too. Right before me and you did yours. He wasn't giving us credit for it. And let me tell y'all, and I'm gonna repeat this shit. Nobody has done that before, and nobody has done it since. Me and Pry literally made a card together, like threw up a card together. Like, we came up with that card. Like, the ESFL wasn't like, hey, Crooks, like, let's put you and Pry in a card together. No, me and Pry were like, okay, we're gonna do a best of 5, and we're gonna put it on the ESFL. Like, that's just kind of the, and we pitched it to them, and they were like, yeah, you guys are so popular, you guys are some of the best content creators, we're just gonna put you guys on there. Nobody has ever done that. Nobody's ran a best of 5. Like, nobody's ever done that, bro. So, like, for him to come at me like that and be like, oh, Crooks, you're a nobody. Yeah, then why the fuck you saying my name then? Why you asking to fight me all the time if I'm a nobody?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So, but Pry and Jay already got it in with what they think about Nas. We ain't gonna talk about that motherfucker too much anymore, because, you know, he's been beat by everybody. GOAT beats his ass. Pry's beat his ass. I don't even want to fucking fight him.
Nah, actually, I've only played him one time. Like, that one time I played him and he beat me, that was the only time I played him. And it was like, what was weird was, like, before I played him, he was like, and I'm like Jay, I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. He was meat sucking to play me, cause he even became a channel member just to play me, and then he beat me, and then he just went off the fucking wall.
Hey, shout out to the 2 new subs too. Thank you.
It was the Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway fight. And we both know, you know, when you get momentum with one fighter, especially with Conor McGregor, I was Max, I believe. Yeah, because he uses Conor only. When you get momentum, especially with Conor McGregor versus, I mean, it's not going to end well for you.
Yeah,
it doesn't end well. And it was one of those, he, you know what I'm saying, got the lead early, but he knocked me out. Cleanly knocked me out. But then the man just went off the wall, just doing all, and it's like every ESFL event, every fight that I do, the man just has to say something about me, bro. It's like, bro, please. But anyways, we can get to the actual more important questions.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, hey, Vito, enough with that shit, bro. I gotta delete that comment, bro. We ain't on that shit. So hold on. I got it. Yeah. Get that.
Actually, I can't. He's a mod. You have to do it.
Yeah, you can't. Vito, go back and delete that message, bro, because I can't even delete it. I gotta, like, hide you, and it'll remove the comment, so take the comment back. But, alright, let's look through the questions. We gave people enough time. Elegant, I want to answer that question, but that's a very, like, I think that's a question we all talk about pretty frequently in our videos, so just go peep out our videos. We could talk to you more about that. Who do you guys think is the most overpowered fighter in UFC 4? This can change now, because we got fucking Alex Pichetta in middleweight. Just nigga touches you once and it's a problem. So Jay, what do you think, bro?
The most overpowered fighter to me is still Petr Yan, my nigga. Like, yeah, that's he could do everything. He can fight on the outside, kickbox, he can box, he can wrestle, good health stats. Like, he's the best fighter right now. And when is the last time he's got an actual fucking? He just lost and he got buffed. So it's like, fuck, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel it. All right, Pry, who you got?
And I gotta agree. Honestly, I'm going with Yan, and I'll explain why. I don't think Robert Whittaker is overrated, because Robert Whittaker has put in the work and earned his stripes to get, you know what I'm saying, the work that he has, or the stats that he has in UFC 4. Robert Whittaker, the only person he ain't smoked is Izzy. Like, the only person he hasn't just made silly is Izzy. Well, yeah, Romero respectful. Like nobody makes him look silly, but Romero's that's a different breed human. But like Robert Whitaker has shown going there 1-2 high kick. You know what I'm saying? He's done these things. He's broken people block. He's just put in a lot of work. Versus Jan, that literally just got outboxed and got turned into a wrestler. They got taken down and controlled versus Aljo, and his stats still seem like he's still the top tier character to use in bantamweight. And it's like he's overrated. Like he has some good boxing, cool, but I mean he just showed that he can't outbox O'Malley, and he also showed that he can't deal with the wrestling of someone like Aljamain Sterling.
Facts.
So he definitely is up there when it comes to the most overrated character in the game. Like it or love it, facts are facts.
You want to know who the most overpowered person in the game is? It is John motherfucking Jones, bro. Jesus Christ, this nigga got that. He got every spam known to man. Nigga got the Osotogari trip, the spinning kick to the head, the motherfucking knees and elbows, the spinning elbows, and then on top of that, he got a 97 chin with good body health and elite level wrestling. Good GGs. No, I'm just playing.
But is that?
No, I'm just playing. It's not John Jones. It's Jan.
Let me ask you this. Does that make him overpowered, or does that make him broken?
Broken. He's broken. But it's Jan. It's Jan. Jan's overpowered just because of the perk that he has, and I'm gonna show y'all right here. I actually have to get. Good thing I'm streaming off the PlayStation, so I can show y'all what we're talking about. See, a nigga got the game up. Nigga got the game up, bro. So we ain't even playing right now. I'm about to show y'all. This nigga has 95 power and 95 punch speed, plus the Osotogari trip. He has the Osotogari trip, which easily, hands down, is the most broken takedown in the game. It's broken. Like it's virtually impossible to stop unless you know what's coming. And then look at this. This house stat right here. Force of nature. Incoming damage is less effective when you have more health than the opponent. When this nigga hits you, bro, and if he hits you twice and he gets a head health advantage on you, you ain't coming back. You ain't coming back. Like, there's nobody that matches his stats in this game. And I mean, I know people, you can win with other people, and people be like, oh, Cheeto Vera's chin can withstand it at 96. No, the fuck it cannot. Because if you get pressured while you're using Cheeto Vera, it's a problem. You get pressured while you're with Aljamain Sterling, it's a problem. Like, you do it with the only person that could really match him in terms of power, stat for stat, is fucking O'Malley and TJ Dillashaw. And neither one of them can have the chin to withstand that. Like, they don't. So,
CJ ain't got the block for it.
Yeah. So it's not happening. It's really not. It's really not, bro. So he hands down is the most OP guy in the fucking game. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
So Papa Doc Dave, Papa Doc is in my camp actually, so he still plays. So all right, so that's what
I saw. Jay Shep, shout out to Shep. He asked who would y'all consider Jay Shep. He said, who would y'all consider a respectable community member or a competitor amongst the creators?
Who'd you consider a respectful community member and competitor among creators? Okay,
Jay Jeezer. Jay Jeezer. Like, I don't think there's a single person that supports more content creators at the level that Jay Jeezer does. If somebody can tell me somebody differently, I'll shut up.
It's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out to Jay Jeezer. Fucking collab coming soon. I actually got something in the works with Jay Jeezer.
The woman pleaser. Yeah, Jay Jeezer, bro, for sure.
Okay, go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Jay. You up next?
I was gonna say Jay Jeezer as well, bro. Shit, Jay Jeezer was showing me love too when I first started, bro. Dude just shows everybody love, bro.
Genuine love.
While posting genuine love too. It's like not fake either.
Yeah.
While doing his own content and stuff, bro. So
Yeah.
I got nothing but respect and love for G Jesus, bro. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Jay Jeezer, Jay Jeezer is a good one. Jay Jeezer is a really good one. But I'm gonna say this, and I don't want people to be coming at me motherfucking sideways for me saying this. But in terms of the most somebody that you should want to be like in the community, and I'm not just saying this just to say it, but it's got to be Pride. Pride, it's you, because literally I have yet to see, like, I respect Ricky J, but I don't see Ricky J doing as many collabs with people as you. You've literally helped every single content creator that's going right now. You have a collab with them. You've collabed with myself. You've collabed with Goat. You collab with Jay. You've done collabs with Jay Jeezer. You've done collabs with Jamie. You've done collabs literally with big content creators and small content creators, and like literally you've been respectful along the whole way. I mean, people have come at
facts.
you. People have come at you, bro. And even Dave. Dave's not even really in the community. He's kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out of the community. But you've done collabs with him too. Like anybody that you talk to in the community, 99% of them are gonna have nothing but really good things to say about Pryoxis. Like, no bullshit. And look at Marshall Mind, the biggest content creator for UFC in the UFC community. How many times have you heard him give shout outs to Pryoxis, bro? Like, he's not only commended Pryoxis, guys like Romero are giving Pryoxis. Probably has respect from the biggest guys in the community down to the lowest, and that's how you know that you want to be with some, like, you want to be like him. You know what I mean? Because he has the respect, and it goes from both ranges, from the highest to the lowest. Everybody's got fucking respect for him. You feel me? So, and I'm not just saying that because I have you here sitting in the party with me. Like, if I was doing this with somebody else, I'd still tell you guys the same fucking thing. It's Pride, bro.
Right.
Like, there's nobody that works harder. Number one, nobody works harder than Pride. Nobody helps out more people than Pride. And literally, like, anytime I've had a question or like I have a video concept, you guys don't even know this because I don't tell you guys this. I always call Pride and just shoot the shit. Like, I'll be like, hey, Pride, what do you think about this? He'll be like, yeah, dog, like, this is what I think about it. Like, it's probably a good idea, or maybe not. Like, maybe you should do it like this, or, you know. And he'll talk to me about my kids and shit. Like, we talk about real life shit. And that's just kind of the way it goes, bro. So, yeah, it's Pride, easily.
Nah, I for sure say that.
Respectful.
To add on to that, bro, I would say my biggest 3 inspirations is Pride, Cody, and Marshall. Respect to all 3 of them. But shit, while Suave Jamie did, you know, have me upload my first video, shit, Pride and Cody was the 2 people that fucking pushed me, bro. I remember it's something I would tell everybody. This is something that you don't forget as a content creator, my nigga. I'll never forget this, my nigga. When I was almost about to hit 100 subscribers, my nigga, fucking Pride and Cody thing, I'll never forget. I think Cody had got like fucking suspended off Twitch, and he was streaming on YouTube, my nigga. Pride and Cody was streaming on YouTube at the same time, my nigga. And they both were just like fucking spamming a link in their chat, my nigga, that helped me get fucking 100 subs, bro. So shit like that, bro, I never forget. And fucking Marshall too, bro. Shit, bro. Like, when I had 400, bro, Marshall, you know, me being, you know, small creator, when I had 400 subs, Marshall was doing, you know, giving me love, showing me love, and shit like that, bro. So, you know, it's kind of eerie, you know, because I think I am probably one of the youngest, you know, creators in the space, bro. And to niggas about to get emotional.
Niggas about to get emotional.
Wait, bro, like, just seeing, like, it's like so fucking like a surreal feeling, bro. Cause I was watching Marshall, you know, in high school, bro. You know, in college, bro, I was watching Pride and Cody to like actually have them as, you know, inspirations. I can DM them and, you know, ask them questions. I can call Pride, I can text Cody, you know, I can DM Marshall, you know, just to have, you know, shit.
You can
like
call that nigga Crooks too.
Yeah.
They be calling me Crooks.
shit, Dark Side, you know, those dudes are my inspirations. But you know, like the people in my circle, you know, like Dark and Juice and Crooks and Pry and you know Dave and it's just like a surreal feeling, bro. Honestly, bro.
It's a brotherhood.
Yeah, bro, it's a brotherhood.
It's crazy. It's crazy when your your inspiration becomes your contemporaries. Like the people that you're striving to be like become your support system. Like that shit's kind of.
And that's how it works, though. Like the people you're around, it's like obviously we're not beside each other or around each other, but we're around each other enough to where the energy bounces off one another.
Yeah, and the creativity and the trust in one another is fucking crazy, bro. Like I don't pitch an idea. Like, okay, I remember my girl asking me this one time, bro. I was coming up with an idea, and the first thing I did, a lot of the time when I come up with ideas, I'm hitting up Pry or I'm hitting up Jay. I'm like, hey, what y'all think? What y'all think about this? Or like, what y'all think about that? I'm hitting them niggas up, or I'll hit up Dave too, and I'll be like, hey, what do you think about this? And I remember my girl asking me one time, like, she's like, hey, you don't ever get worried about them like stealing the idea that you came up with? And it's never this because they might take my idea. Them niggas will be like Pry will be like, hey bro, that's a fucking great ass idea, bro. Like, let's do that. You know what I mean? Like, and then he'll tell me like, hey bro, that's a good idea. Or Jay will tell me, hey bro, that's a good ass idea. And then them niggas are the first niggas that are on there commenting on the video when I get it done. Like, hey bro, that see, I knew that shit was gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way it's supposed to be. The trust in the process is really what bonds us all together. You know what I mean?
Right.
So shit low key be crazy, bro. Shit low key be crazy.
Agreed, 110%.
All right. Boris, we know it's just a game, bro. We know it's just a game, but all right, we're gonna get one more question in, then we're gonna call it. Let's see. Did I see your last question, Dave? What was your question?
No, that already got answered.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right, so we're looking for one last question. 5K soon? Yeah, we working towards it, bro. We working towards it. Did I see your question? What was your question, bro? What is the number one thing you guys would like to see added to UFC 5? Could be a game mode or part of gameplay.
Could I honestly just, like, you say one, but it's like
nigga, it's just one, nigga. Just one.
Okay, bro. I'll be honest. Now, obviously, what people would think I'd say is balance. And obviously, you know, I want balance. But personally, I want more creativity within game modes. I don't Kumatai in the backyard. Get it out of here, please. Just a more creative online experience. Like I said before, maybe the you know how 2K has kind of like played it out, but how they have that big map in like the park. I think that's what it's called. It's called something. But basically, like something like MMA related, to where you can go around, go to different gyms, go to different seminars. You know what I'm saying?
Are you talking about open world?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Something open. You have to. I'm telling you right now, Crooks. That's how you're going to bring on more players, bro. And that could just be its own separate game mode, and there can still be a ranked game mode.
Hey, yeah, the neighborhood, like my Discord, the neighborhood.
Yeah. Like you have to expand the game. That's creative. Like, while you laughed at it, Crooks, that would be crazy content. That would be good content to do, where, especially if you make your own created fighter, or you build up a fighter, you build up, let's just say, a Conor McGregor calf or whatever it may be. You know, it's just more content versus just going in the ring and playing. So
it's pretty much like how the career mode in 2K blends into the online mode, pretty much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I see that. That's dope. Jay, go ahead. I wasn't trying to laugh at the idea of it, but that's just that. I wouldn't have thought that was your first thing, bro. But hey, that's
my first thing. You know, I'm gonna want balance. Like that's the obvious one though. So I wanted to change it up. You know what I mean? Obviously, I want a balanced game. Even balance. Like a lot of people think Pryoxis just wants a realistic game. I want a balanced game. I want a game that makes sense.
Yeah.
Over quote unquote realism.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. All right, Jay, go ahead. It's you. You got the flow.
One thing I would like to see added is angles. Being able to hit on angles. No disrespect to You know, EA, they're a $1 billion company. Ain't no way SCI, a smaller indie company, should have, you know, hitting on angles and cutting angles and being able to, like, come on, that should be in UFC games. So I really, that's something that I really want to see. Like Pryor said, that's not even at the top of my list. I could go like into very great detail and into what I want, because it's a lot of shit that needs to be in these games, but that's really one of the main things though, is angles.
Y'all niggas
real quick, hold on. Eugene, you're asking what do you mean angles? Okay? Basically,
punch angles,
angles, like footwork angles. Like I'm not sitting in front of you all the time. I'm on an off angle. I'm beside you. Maybe, you know, I'm a little bit more so in a different direction than you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Instead of having to use minor steps and fucking major lunges, you should be able to just.
You're not consistently on a 180. Yeah,
you. It's kind of just like, basically it's like a 3D kind of in a way. You can just move, you can just move off and you
freely.
Don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to like do certain movements to create an angle to be able to like throw. Like cutting a certain angle should make it a little easier for you to slip straight. You know what I mean? For you not to be in line of a fucking Conor McGregor's left hand. You know what I mean?
Right, and you can get out of the way of a strike with footwork versus having to move your head.
Yeah. I feel it.
Because in real life, if I'm moving to the side, Crooks, and let's say you throw a punch at me, if you throw it straight, you're not gonna turn while throwing it. Or you're not gonna follow me throwing it.
Yeah. I feel like my thing that I want the most in UFC 5. Not the most, but one of the things, obviously there's a lot that I talk about, but just more things for defensive fighters in the clinch. Like, you shouldn't be getting clinched up and only being able to be defensive in the clinch. Like, you should be able to have more options to create a single collar, to reverse the clinch, to be able to break the clinch easier. These fucking uppercuts that you hit on the break,
it's disgusting.
It's ridiculous. Or the elbows or anything like that. And that goes for the clinch up against the cage as well. You should have more options to be able to do stuff in the clinch instead of just getting your back taken so easily. Like, it's very hard to take somebody's back up against the cage in real life. Like, that's not an easy thing to do like it is in UFC.
Right.
So, just that. I would say that's one of the more important aspects of it. But all right, guys, we've been live for an hour and a half. I'd like to thank Pry and Jay for coming through to Crooks' Corner. This is the fucking first episode of the whole thing, bro. We kind of gonna turn this into we're gonna try to turn this into a every week thing. I'm gonna try to get it done on Thursdays or Fridays or even over the weekends. I'm gonna try to get a regular schedule in, but that's gonna be dependent on the guests and when they're free. You feel me? So, but is there anything before we head out that you guys want to say? We'll start with Jay. Anything you want to say?
I just appreciate you, having me on, first episode, flattered. So shout out to you, bro. Shout out to Pry. Appreciate everybody for watching.
Yeah, man, same thing. Again, appreciate you, Crooks. Honestly, I didn't even, when you said you wanted to meet up 7, I didn't know what exactly it was or what was going on. So I do appreciate this, bro, for real. So first thing, second thing, because I already said the first thing. Second thing, guys, if you're watching the stream right now, support Crooks. If you haven't yet, drop him a sub, drop him a like. You know what I'm saying? And again, be looking out for my man so we can continue this going forward.
Yes, sir. And make sure, if y'all haven't, make sure to go. I'm actually going to go in and I'm going to drop Pryoxis' link to his channel. I'm going to drop Jay's channel link in the chat as well. So make sure you guys are subbed up to these guys. These guys, like I said, are some of the hardest working MMA content creators in the fucking world, man. Like, and they're not. I'm not just saying that because we're cool and they're my friends and shit like that. They are. They're some of the hardest content creators that I know. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of content creators. So if I'm telling you that, it's a very, very big deal. Make sure you guys are subbed up to their channels. Make sure your post notifications are turned on their channels as well, because these guys are dropping videos every fucking day. So when you guys aren't watching my videos, or even before you watch my videos, it doesn't matter. Make sure y'all are going and peeping out their videos. But alright guys, it's been fun. It's been real. Shout out to everybody that came through. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, afternoon, evening, depending on where you're watching from. My son's in here just scaring the shit out of me as I'm trying to do the outro. Yeah, have a good rest of your guys' day, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this from. And I'll see y'all in the next stream, though.